I just ate like a really fatty breakfast and then hit start record. I got to stop doing this. I don't know what it is, you know? Just eat food and then hit record. It's like the worst thing you can do, you know? But anyways, am I the asshole for telling my sister she isn't the type of person I want my daughters to look up to? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Were you an asshole about it? My sister and I are complete opposite. My sister doesn't have many accomplishments. That was a slip there by me. My bad. This guy's sister doesn't have many accomplishments, and the last thing I remember her achieving is graduating high school. Nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people only graduate high school and get into a trade or become extremely famous YouTubers. At 20, she dropped out of college because she was pregnant. She moved in with the father, and for 10 years, they were a family. All that time, she didn't had a job. Did you go to college? I don't know. Whatever. English might not be your first language. I take it back. All that time, she didn't had a job, even when her son started school. Those two never married, and he left her about 2 years ago. She is now pregnant again. Dear God, why? 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 So she's having another kid after the other one leaves. I don't know. She is now pregnant again. New dad isn't involved. Great to hear. Works at fast food and barely scrapes by. She's constantly asking for money. She actually wanted to move in with me and my kids. My wife travels a lot. I have 2 daughters, and my sister told me she wanted to be closer. She wanted to move into my home, that it would be good for the girls to have a women they could look up to. She never liked that my wife travels. This isn't the first time she has brought it up, and I have turned her down politely many times. Did you go to college? I have to say, there's too many grammatical issues here. I'm not exactly a genius myself, but I always find it funny when somebody is like, this person doesn't have, they only graduated high school. They dropped out of college, and then you have spelling and grammar issues. Normally I wouldn't be too picky about this kind of thing, but I don't know. I'm not saying that your sister doesn't have some clear, definitive problems here. Like, how are you going to get pregnant shortly after your first, not even husband, but boyfriend that you lived with for 10 years? How are you going to get pregnant again? And now this one's out. At least he didn't lead you on for 10 years, I guess. Why? I wonder why they broke up. That's what I would like to know. 10 years, and then he just dips on the kid? I don't know. My sister brought it up again last night. I told her no. This resulted in a heated conversation with her asking why. I decided to be honest, and I told her that she isn't the type of women I want my kids to look up to. We can just throw an A on that women part, you know what I mean? And it'll be woman. And then she won't be the type of woman I want my kids to look up to. I also listed the reasons above. She called me a jerk. The family is now on my ass about this, saying I was heartless to tell her that. They also want me to apologize. If you said it directly to her, I'm going to be real with you, and this might be the unpopular take here, but she maybe needs to hear this. I'm not saying that she's a bad person because she's gotten pregnant twice, but, and I'm not saying that you're inherently a good person because you're a woman and you work and you're not just a stay-at-home mom or whatever, or, I already said just a stay-at-home mom, so people are going to be mad. However, I think you probably need to hear this, because listen, I've shown so much love to single moms that I've been called a simp. However, there comes a point where it's like, we're the second time around, you're pregnant with another child with another man who's already left. I mean, we're just seeing some not good decisions here. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, men need to, if you're going to get a woman pregnant, I would appreciate if you invested more time in taking care of the child. It is still your child. I'm assuming the guy of 10 years is paying child support, maybe? I don't know. Ultimately not the asshole. You could be polite but still firm. If she's insisting on moving in, something must be going on for her. Several things to consider in this situation. It seems like she has a hard time getting on her feet because of having kids and being left with no support as a single parent. But that's the thing. She had a hard time the first time around. But then, she immediately got pregnant with another man who just instantly left. It's like, at a certain point, you have to ask the question, I mean, damn. Is she just lazy and sees no value in pursuing more advanced options? Does she have a choice with her current circumstance? Well, she obviously is going to have a hard time going back to college. She makes poor decisions. She definitely does. And I hate when people do that because I feel like, we'll run into single moms who they're like a one-time single mom. They thought this guy was great. Turns out, he ended up being a bad guy, and they found out over the course of like a decade. You know what I mean? Like in this case, that guy might not be bad, but 10 years, you don't know what happens over 10 years. And very often the guy will just leave. You know what I mean? He'll just leave and be like, fuck them kids. Even if he's been there for 10 years. I'm not saying that's the case here. I don't really know. But this is kind of a different situation because not only, this happened the first time with him for 10 years. I'm not going to sit here and fault her for being a single mom because the person she was with for 10 years decided he was done with her or whatever. I don't know why he left, but to immediately get pregnant again with another man that didn't even put in, like he left instantly. That's just bad decision making. Let's be real here. And I have a lot of love for the single mothers out there, but damn, this is like comments can't be sorted in contest mode. Very annoying. Very annoying. I didn't even notice it was in contest mode. I really just wanted to read the controversial comments because I'd imagine there's some people, because that's one of those things. I have this constant back and forth with people because they think that I'm so forgiving to single moms because I think that single moms still deserve happiness and love. But that doesn't mean that they're above making bad decisions, because sometimes they still do. But anyways, can't sort by controversial. There's nothing of interest to me here. I want to see people arguing.